I'd like to tell you a little bit about my son, Christopher Stonecipher. When he decided to enlist in the Army to become a Ranger, he was in Ranger School when 9/11 happened. He called and said that he had stepped off into a ditch on night maneuvers and sprained his ankle severely. He tried to tough it out for 4 more days without telling anybody until he couldn't put his boot on because his ankle was so swollen. So they sent him back to the Ranger Battalion with a cast on. But when the call went up on October 9th for his battalion to be in the fray, he cut his cast off so that he would be with his buddies and help protect them. I was up watching CNN, and the little scroll that goes across the TV said 2 Rangers killed aboard a helicopter crash. I thought, oh, those poor families. Not knowing that the next day when the man in the green uniform showed up, I was one of those 2 families. My son gave me a different journey in life. I was hoping for grandchildren, and I got this journey, which is called being a Gold Star mother. I fell into the volunteer vortex and started to do things like the newsletter. But my very first experience was being one of those volunteers who showed up at Arlington about 5 years ago, waiting for a couple of hours just to sort of get a wreath and be a part of the whole experience. And there was such a quiet, dedicated energy that day of people just waiting to get maybe 1 or 2 wreaths to take to a headstone to place and to honor the sacrifice and the memory of these fine veterans who were buried at Arlington. I watched this mother and a little boy place a wreath on one of the stones. And I remember thinking, someday when the words in his name are all worn off, there still will be someone who will come by and pay their respects to my son's memory. And this is the impact and the reason why I continue to work with Wreaths across America. In order to find oneself, you must lose yourself in helping others.